Trent Williams did not show up for mandatory. He says he wants a new deal. You could argue if he's the best left tackle in football. A lot of people say he is. He's 31.
He's certainly better than the ninth best, which is where he's slotted right now.
Right now he's making he's the ninth highest paid left tackle in the league. He's got 2 years left at $24 million bucks. Does he have legitimate leverage now to go to the Redskins and say, hey, you got to pay me like, some of the best left tackles? Because right now I'm not.
No question. Trent has been playing at a high level. The majority of his career. The only knock on Trent potentially could be injuries here or there. But as far as when he's healthy, he is so good. And I think one thing that kind of goes unnoticed about Trent is his athleticism. For a guy to be as big as he is, over 300 pounds, the way how he gets out in space and he just dominates guys in the secondary and linebackers, not to mention what he does, consistently against the defensive lineman. Yes, he's the best offensive lineman in the game. He's the best left tackle in the game. And that says a lot when you look at some of the elite tackles that we've seen. Sort of battle. I never played with a battle. I needed somebody to protect my quarterback's blind side. I got to go get number 71. Yeah, he has leverage to stay away from mandatory minicamp, and I think eventually they will come to some type of common ground. Maybe something similar to what we saw with other positional players like Antonio Brown and Julio Jones. What we saw a few years ago when they moved some money from the final year of that deal. Soothe the aches and pains of not being where you would like to be as far as your per year salary.
All right, but let me just play devil's advocate here, okay? Because we talked to a lot about this. I agree with you, all right? I'm just going to say a lot of fans don't agree. A lot of fans will say, you know what, Trent, you signed a deal in 2015 for 5 years, $68 million. Honor it.
Well, listen. Okay, if that's the case, then we need to have the standard the same for coaches, right? Mm-hmm. We see coaches get extensions before their contract is up. So if we're going to have players honor their contract, it needs to be the same way throughout the ranks of the NFL. Quarterbacks get new deals when they have 1 or 2 years remaining in their contract. We charge the ultimatum, basically not by this deadline, I'm not trying to negotiate with you.
Right.
So if you're going to have that standard for players, it has to be universal throughout the entire NFL.
Plus,
but that's not the case.
Yeah, plus, Brian, let's be honest, the teams will cut you at any point. They don't care.
Thanks, man. Yeah. See, people forget about that. See, people forget about, people that are not involved in the NFL, especially a non-guaranteed contract sport. Yeah. They forget about how you can be here today and tomorrow be gone.
Yeah, even with a guaranteed deal, if they can eat enough money and absorb it and they think they're better without you, it's a cold-hearted business. They'll cut you. They don't care.
Man,
so it's just different. It's hard for us as regular Joes to understand that because it's just different in the sports world. It just is.
Yeah, and especially in the NFL world, because NBA, you can get cut, you're still getting paid. Right. Baseball, you can get cut, you're still getting paid. NFL, you get cut, no more paychecks.
Right.
Quarterback competition shake. Redskins, Haskins, the prize draft pick. They bring in Case Keenum to help out the quarterback room during the offseason. Do you think Jay Gruden starts with the veteran, at least for the first few games, or does he start game one with Haskins?
Well, it depends how the offseason program, goes, and, of course, training camp. I think initially Case Keenum will get the nod to be the starting quarterback. It's his job to lose. Now, if you're Dwayne Haskins, you have to go out and show the organization that you can be a dependable quarterback. You can be a guy they can trust. And it's going to take time. Most rookie quarterbacks, usually, they're not ready to be that day one starter. In some cases, they are. Look at Baker. I think not starting Baker Mayfield a year ago with the Cleveland Browns actually helped him and really put him in position to be successful when he became the starting quarterback. And if I'm Washington right now, I'm okay with Case Keenum babysitting this position to start the season. But Case, you know, you're here, you do good things, you will continue to be the starting quarterback. If not, we're going to look elsewhere. And for Dwayne, right now you're not the starting quarterback, but show us you should be. Hey, Redskin fans, petition, make sure y'all get Trent his money, man. He deserves to be paid.
Hey, you're Team Jay. He's saying the same thing in the press conference.
Hey, last thing. There's not too many offensive linemen that has big-time swag. Trent has some of the best swag as far as the uniform, his dress code. Man, he looks like he should be in the secondary, so I really respect that. Not to mention he's a big-time baller.